It's like, are you chewing gum?
I am.
You probably shouldn't chew gum.
Spit that out.
Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, people of all kinds, welcome to the best show during the best part of the week, the end of the week.
It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend, Friday.
Okay, first actual person who got up and danced.
That's right,
Nice,
baby.
I
It's
like
the
it.
end of week podcast, EOW podcast. To my left, I have the usual. How you doing, Mike?
I'm good, Rob. How are you?
I'm doing excellent, as long as you're here. And to
Always,
my
I'm always
right,
here.
I have my homeboy, my guy I've known since third grade, Jared. How are you doing, my man?
All right, move
Ahoy.
that, you're like moving the table.
Oh, my bad.
No, it's just the arm of the chair, I think.
Fucking amateur.
Sorry about that. Ahoy. Good to be here.
Yes, Jared is finally here. How you doing, Jared?
Great. Thanks for having me.
No problem.
Excellent, man. Okay, so we have something special for all of our viewers. We are actually gonna star or launch a new series. So we all went to middle school
I'm
together.
excited for this one.
It was MS 172, and we're gonna do a series called the 172 Chronicles of.
I'm excited. We have some great stories, I remember.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just funny stories that happened to us in middle school and our antics.
You know,
Some
fun,
good
fun,
ones.
funny for some, painful
Bad
for others.
Good for some.
That's how
bad
most
for
of them
others.
are.
Yeah.
Usually it's painful for one of us and the other
and,
two are
and
generally-
hysterical for everyone else.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And it just so happens that the first one is going to be painful for Jared.
This is a painful story, and I remember this story like it was yesterday, and till this day, it still haunts me. And it still doesn't haunt me. It still gets me irritated till this day. I still get mad about it. And you know what? It's time we got to share it with you guys. So I know you guys are familiar with it, but this would have been perfect for a rejection story. Was it a rejection story?
Yeah, it was our worst rejections.
Yes, we did.
So you
I
can think
saw
of that as an extension of this.
I saw that episode, and I thought I would be perfect for this episode. And I have a really good story to tell. And let's take it back all the way to high school. When I was about a freshman, I remember this story. It was around, I think it was around the end of 2011.
Oh, this was in high school.
It was a freshman. I was a freshman in high school.
Okay.
But the person,
This was someone we knew from middle school.
Well,
from
it could
middle
still
school.
be. Yeah, I mean, I think early high school still qualifies as a like a 172 Chronicles type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's someone
This
we know
person-
from middle school.
Yeah,
this
yeah.
That's what I
person-
said.
This person we know, we went to middle
That's
school.
not what I was saying. I was saying something different, but whatever, man.
Okay.
This person that we know from middle school, and people who are watching this who went to 172 know who this person is, and I'm sure
Oh shit! He's going off the deep end.
Oh my
some
God.
people know this story, and some people will know who I'm talking about. And
But we are going to be using code names.
Mary,
Okay. All right. Set the stage. Give us the context.
so I remember this person, and her and we've been kind of flirty. I was back then, like, I like girls. I was really bad with them. I was very shy with them, and me and Mary were giving kind of hints to each other, kind of flirty. We're being cute to each other for months at a time. And
Huh?
keep it.
Oh. Okay.
And the funny thing is, can I say one funny thing was she actually liked somebody else that was on this table also,
She did. She did before then.
and they had some funny stories that we can talk about maybe another time. But we were being cute with each other because this is back. Actually, no, because we used to hang out. Me and the 172 people, we'd all hang out a lot. Even though we went to high school, we would still hang out pretty often.
Mm-hmm.
And she would come over. We'd have like some. Well, not at my house. We'd have like some pool parties, and she'd come over. She'd be there. She'd be a part of the crew every now and then. And her and I were very cute, towards each other. We'd flirt a lot.
You felt the vibe.
Oh, 100% had a vibe.
Okay.
And I was very nervous to talk to her. We would talk. I was very nervous to make a move on her until one day, I remember we were at the park, and I just summoned up the energy to finally, ask her out. I was like, Mary, you want to? Like, Mary, would you want to go out with me? And I put my head down. Like,
Hold on. And didn't we like encourage you to do this too? Didn't we tell him, yo, just ask her out, just fucking ask her out?
I think you might have been there.
I don't think I was there for this.
No, you
I
weren't-
was definitely
no,
there.
you weren't there. I think you were there though, and a few others were there, but you guys were like off. So I had to get her when she was alone, and that was just it's so awkward when you're trying to make like she knows that something's up, and you're just kind of waiting for the right moment. So we had we were at the park. I remember we were lying by the swings. And I was like, Mary, would you go out with me?
And then you put your head down, you said.
Put my head down in the.
It's a power move.
Yeah, put my head down. I was nervous, but I sucked it up. And I did it, and she said, "Yeah." We had a plan that this was right when Transformers: Dark of the Moon came out, so I figured that we'd go see a movie on our first day.
So you're going to see Transformers?
Yeah, for the first time. First date, we go see Transformers.
Okay.
She said, "Yeah." I was like super proud of myself. I was like, "Yes." Went home. We never kissed or anything. I was like, "All right," we hugged, whatever. Went home, and then the next day, I remember I was walking my dog. My phone rings. I take out my phone, and I get a message from Mary saying about our relationship. She said, "Hey," I still remember this very clear. She said, "Hey," like we were going out. She said, "Yes." She said, "Hey, I don't want to be in a relationship with you because if I am in a relationship with you, I'm probably gonna cheat on you, and I really don't want to do that." Like. Let that sink in for a second. We are freshmen in high school. 14, 15, 14, and she says, "I'm really going to cheat on you." Like,
I'm probably gonna cheat on you.
I'm probably gonna cheat
She
on
wasn't
you.
positive.
But she didn't want to do that, though.
she didn't,
Yeah,
and she
yeah.
really didn't want to do that. So don't do it then. Like, if you don't want to do it, if you don't want to do it, then don't do it. Do you not have that self-control that you just can't stop yourself from cheating?
She called you and said this, or she texted
no,
you?
she texted me. She didn't have the balls to call me. No, she texted me. And the funny thing was, I found out that she was going to break up with me from somebody else who texted me like
Wow, a lot
an
happened
hour
in
before.
one day.
An hour before that.
Jesus Christ, she was setting the stage, man.
Yeah, wow.
A very close friend of mine who I still talk to this day, she messaged me and said, "By the way,
God damn, son, he said her name.
I can believe it.
Can you cut it?
All
I
right,
can believe it.
okay, all right,
Okay.
all right.
I was right, though. I said, I said it was
yeah,
going to
you
be
said it was
good.
him, yeah.
damn."
All right, while you're at it, you're talking about right?
You're just trying to make my work harder? Like, we're just going to start naming people? Like, goddamn. What the hell?
And while we're at it, fuck you.
Robert fucking hates you.
All right, let's reel it in.
Jesus Christ,
Let's
man.
reel it. You're bleeping all that out.
I have to, yeah.
All right, okay.
Well, I mean, I didn't say anything.
Hates you.
So she texts you this. What's the first thing that comes to your mind? Like when you read this, what's the first thought?
No, I was just happy that I got this far, to be honest. So I was just happy that I got that far. So I was just like, damn, that's unfortunate, but you know what? Well, we'll see what happens. And then she messaged me, and then Mary texted me that, and at that moment, I wasn't too mad back then because I didn't know what to think about that. I was like, at least she's being honest with me. But looking back at it now, like let that sink in for a second. Like, you're 14. Are you really saying that you're gonna be that much of that you can't control yourself at 14 or at a freshman in high school? It's not like we're older. We're teen. Like, we're fucking.
Hold on. Do you give her credit for, I guess, saying that to you versus just doing it?
I don't give her credit at all. Like, how serious are relationships at that point in our lives? Like, you're a freshman in high school. It's not like you have anything serious until later on. Like, you're still
That's true.
still considered you're still super young at that age.
Yeah.
And you're saying that you really can't control yourself that much at your age.
So what do you reply?
And the funny thing is, and the funny thing was,
He's
the crazy
going,
thing
he's going
is,
off the rails.
I had a college class with one of her really good friends, and I mentioned it to her, and till this day, Mary denies that it ever happened.
You're kidding.
No, she didn't, and even her friend said no, it happened. It happened. But till this day, she still said, "I don't remember doing that." Yeah, of course you remember doing that. Of course you remember. She says, "No, you did do it. You did." And she says, "I don't remember. That doesn't sound like me. That didn't happen."
Boy.
When I see her, and I'll see her every now and then, and when I see her, I will mention it to her. I'm like, "Remember how you did me? You did me like that?"
That's not true.
Remember?
You've seen her since.
I'm saying I see her every once in a while, but when I see her again, it depends on how angry I am. If I'll go up to her and be like, "Remember how you fucked me back in the day? Remember how you broke my heart back in the day?"
Would you actually say that to her? What would you actually say?
With some alcohol, I would.
Oh boy. Hold on.
So what I was saying though is that let's cycle it back to whatever year you said this happened in. So you got that text, and initially you didn't really think anything of it. You weren't too upset, but then as time progressed, you started to get angrier and angrier and angrier about it.
Because we grew up and I became smart. We become smarter, and you realize how stupid that was. Looking back at it, like, what kind of an excuse is that?
Well, yeah, it's a terrible excuse.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, but
Yeah, and the funny thing was, like, I do think that like a year or two later, her and I, we kind of sort of became interested in each other again, and then I just haven't seen her in a long time. But yeah, I mean, that was really interesting.
You know what would have been incredible if you asked her to dig deeper? Like, why do you think you're gonna cheat on me?
yeah, that would have been interesting at least.
I should have.
Oh, because I actually have no interest in you whatsoever. It's like, imagine.
But see, it's very confusing because, like, what was Mary's thought process? She said yes, or Marie, whatever the fuck you called her. You said yes, right? And then you go home, and what? Did you just, like, immediately regret that decision? Like, how did you...
She was interested in me, too. Like, she made
Yeah,
it
you guys
known to
definitely
me.
were.
She made it known that she had feelings for me.
So
And
maybe she just couldn't control it. Maybe she was gonna
don't
cheat.
even-
Honestly, maybe she was being 100% honest.
who else did
She's like, I like you, but, you know, I also like a lot of other people.
Look, I'm going to be honest. I didn't even think she had her first, like, boyfriend until she was, like, a junior or senior in high school.
I don't know.
Like, what kind of relationships do you have that start that young, that are serious? Like, they're not.
But you know what? At that age, everything feels serious.
True.
Yeah, it's true. Maybe that excuse becomes, looking back at it, like, it may seem like one thing from back in the day, but the older you get, the more serious it gets. Like, that gets something like that. You would say so.
That's fair. All right, Jared. I want you to look into the camera and tell Mary what you want to tell her.
You're a piece of shit.
Oh my God. Short and sweet. All right. Well, have you ever had your heart broken in middle school / high school? And if you have, tell us about it in the comments if you're willing to relive that trauma.
Are you Team Mary or Team Jared?
That's a fact. Are you Team Mary? And if you are, take a hike, or are you Team Jared?
The only right answer is Team Jared.
Amen.
There is no other answer.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
I was a nice person. I would have paid for her Transformers. I would have paid for her movie ticket, and I would have paid for her bus ride. I would have paid for her popcorn, whatever. I would have done everything. I would have done everything for her.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Well,
I would've been a gentleman.
if anyone wants to go see Transformers 3 with Jared, you know.
Yeah. That's well.
I
That's
would have been a real gentleman. I would have been a real gentleman, but now I'm a piece of shit. Don't expect me to do that shit now.
all right. Don't forget to like and subscribe, man.
I guess I got my editing cut out for you.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Oh shit.